Hi, I'm Harper.
Ciao, I'm Eva.
We don't know about you guys, but we ate kind of a lot of sugar over the holidays.
Sì, Harper, too much sugar.
There was panettone,
Pandoro,
which is literally dusted in a bag of sugar,
and struffoli,
cantucci,
and then cioccolato,
lots of chocolate.
e torrone.
If you're like us, you're maybe ready for a break from sugar for a little while, but you might also still have a sweet tooth like I do.
Like I do?
Eva mentioned in a recent video how there are a bunch of Italian desserts that don't use any sugar. A lot of you guys asked to see them, and well, I'm hungry anyway, so I think Eva's gonna cook some today.
Actually, Harper, before sugar, people used other things to make their food, their dessert sweet. And we are going to use their same ingredients.
The only rule today, no sugar. This video is brought to you by Catalina Crunch, our new favorite breakfast cereal that's so good, we bring it with us to Italy. Check them out in the description below and more on them in a little bit.
The first dish is a traditional Calabrian cookie. We are not going to use any sugar, but we are going to use, to sweet our dessert, honey. I'm going to use chestnuts honey because it has a much more strong taste.
What is chestnut honey?
Chestnuts honey is the honey made by the chestnuts flower. They take the cassata, I don't know how you say, the box, the alveari, the home, the bee's home. They put close to the chestnut trees. They go to the chestnuts flower.
Yeah, but what if the bees don't like chestnuts and they go somewhere else? They can fly, they have wings, and they go somewhere else. And then you buy your chestnut honey, and then it turns out it's like, you know, orange honey or something.
Anyway, use honey. Whatever you have, it's okay. So guys, I need to warn you a little bit because this is a very old recipe and there is no quantity. So you need to feel, you need to look at what you are doing. So the next 4 grams, the next 4 ounces, there isn't.
You need a hand?
Huh?
You need a hand?
No, I don't need a hand.
Does it smell like chestnut?
It's like chestnuts flowers, Harper. The only way to know if the quantity of ingredients is right is just to feel them. And as you can see, our dough right now is a pretty dry dough. So this means that we need more honey.
The smell is incredible. Even from over here, I can smell it.
I know, it's the smell of a very good thing that is going to happen. I can use some more simple. Now, if you do what I did, which means maybe add a little bit too much honey, it's a little bit too sticky. What you can do is just add a little bit more flour. Now we are ready to shape our cookies. But before, I want to show you one thing. These are the cookies that they make in a town very close to the south. The name of this town is Soriano. In Soriano you have the master that still now by hands they make this wonderful shape. They are all roses and with all this decoration. Here we have a lady and here we have what we call more or less cornucopia. Then I don't know how do you call this in English.
Cornucopia, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, if you want to do these kind of things with your cookies, feel free to do and please send us a photo. Now I'm going to show you a much simpler shape that usually we make at home.
You're just being modest though. You could totally do that if you weren't.
No, I can't. No way that I can do something like that. So right now we need to roll our dough And the size should be like my this.
Your ring finger?
Yes, my ring finger.
So not quite as thin as a pinky.
No. Pay attention that all your sausages, small sausages, has the same thickness. The traditional shape was just an S. It's something like that.
Are you trying what I think you're trying?
See, but I'm just trying. I don't know if the result will be decent. I don't know.
Pretty awesome.
Now we hope that it will bake in the right way.
It came out so awesome. I don't wanna destroy it though. Can we just keep it? How long will this last?
If you don't eat forever.
We can hang it on our wall.
Yeah, like a trophy.
We can turn it into a fridge magnet.
Actually, you know what? Isn't a bad idea.
Cookie magnets.
Isn't a bad
Coming
idea.
soon from a pastagrammer near you.
But actually, Harper, if I don't have any job in life, I lost everything, I can always come back and do the mostaccioli.
You've always got mostaccioli, that's what they're called?
Mostaccioli in Italian, mostazzola in Calabrian.
I feel like I've seen mostaccioli that are completely different though.
Absolutely, because mostaccioli is a general name that usually indicates a cookie that was made with mosto. That is the saba, what we used once.
I remember that in the Sardinia video. It was like grape must.
Then they called mostaccioli also these, even if they are made with honey and not with mosto.
I don't want to bite into this one. It's too cool. But I do want to bite into one of the simpler little S-shaped ones.
Nowadays, when you invite someone at your wedding, you send a sort of letter, invitation on paper, maybe today also by email, I don't know. In the past, here in the SA, that was the invitation for the wedding. Which means that the person who was going to be married, to celebrate the marriage, they went house by house giving these as the invitation.
Buon appetito. Very spiced, even though there's no ginger in it. To me, it tastes kind of like gingerbread. It has that kind of seasonal, Christmassy kind of taste.
I love it. It's one of my favorite cookies.
Super simple to make. Well, they're super simple to make if you make them like this. If you make them like this, they're maybe not quite as simple.
And it's without sugar.
So you've shown me sugar-free desserts with honey. What if you don't have any honey? I'm just waiting for you to do I wanted to see how long I could go before you said anything.
We can keep going, I can keep it.
Eva and I have another way that we've been cutting some sugar out of our diet recently, and that's with our new favorite cereal, Catalina Crunch. Catalina Crunch offers 8 crave-worthy flavors. They're all made to taste exactly like your favorite cereals, except
they're a little bit better for you. They have 0 sugar, 0 high protein, 11 grams per serving, and they're low carb and keto friendly. You guys know that Eva and I love our carbs. It's keto friendly, but you don't have to be keto to enjoy it because it tastes amazing. Ava's favorite flavor is chocolate peanut butter because she's a peanut butter fiend. Mine is my beloved cinnamon toast. It tastes exactly like my favorite cereal, which is incredible because it has no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or colors of any kind. I've actually been mixing it with the local goat ricotta that's made here. It's incredible. Eating delicious, healthy cereal has never been this convenient because it's delivered right to your door. Visit the link down in the description below and use promo code PASTAGRAMMAR. You'll get 15% off plus free shipping.
We came here into the kitchen because I need, for this dessert, I need a metal table. Or also if you have marble.
Marble? Or like
yes.
Granite? Would granite work?
Yes. Important is that it is a cold surface because we are going to add some butter to our dessert.
So the dough gets pretty sticky, huh?
Yes, because the butter should be well incorporated, so you need to work on it.
I'm getting panettone flashbacks.
It's a sort of. This time the things that will make our dessert sweet will be raisin.
Nothing else? Just raisins?
Just raisins. We don't need anything else. Now we let it rest for about 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, room temperature, but be sure that your room has a nice warm temperature. After 2 hours and a half, our dessert will look like a little bit raisin, a little bit proofed. And what we need to do is shape it in the shape of a sausage, a big sausage, and let it rest in the fridge for at least 8 hours. So Harper, this is called Pane Tramvai. Tramvai, the tram is the public transportation that is the electric one.
A tram?
A tram, yes. The first thing is traditionally from Monza. So here we are in the north of Italy, we are in Brianza. And this was the bread, the sweet bread that the workers from Monza used to eat on the tram when they were going to work from Monza to Milan, because it was a very long journey at that time. They used to snack with something and they eat this. And it was also called like panettone dei poveri, because poor people panettone, because it resembled the taste of panettone without having all the richness of a panettone.
Like sugar?
Like sugar, like eggs. And
I love it. Poor man's panettone. Smells amazing.
The smell is amazing. And usually you can eat this or by itself, like we are going to do, or also, for example, with some butter or with some jam. Buon appetito.
Oh, wow. Oh, my. I really didn't think that with just raisins, it could be like this dessert-like. No, that is really good and sweet and yummy.
This is not too sweet like the panettone.
No, it's lightly sweet.
It's lightly sweet because the sweetness is given just by the raisin. But it's also very, very dangerous because you can eat all.
It's so good, and it has that kind of buttery, dissolve in your mouth kind of feeling like panettone, but without a single pinch of sugar.
It's amazing.
Holy moly, I'm really into this one.
I have another recipe that I would like to show you.
Okay.
But the problem is that I don't know how to make it.
That's a problem.
But I know someone who told me how to cook, and she knows the recipe for this dessert.
The person who taught you to cook? I think I know who you're talking about. And I bet a bunch of you think it's Mama Rosa, but it's not. Should we go pick her up?
Let's go. Pronta?
Prontissima, sempre.
Allora, guarda la telecamera. She's my Zia Maria, which means Aunt Maria.
Aunt Maria, yeah.
She is Zia Maria, Aunt Maria. She's my mother's sister. And actually, she's the woman who helped me, who teach me how to cook every single dish that I know how to cook.
Nonna mia, anni prima della guerra,
Prima della seconda
guerra
mondiale.
mondiale, zucchero ce n'era poco, quindi molte piantagioni di fichi, quindi si faceva il raccolto dei fichi, si mettevano a seccare al sole e poi si faceva il succo di fichi tipo miele ed era un dolcificante.
Usually we will find this in the Middle Eastern market, so we will put a link down below and you can buy yours. Zia, ma questo era il dolce tradizionale di Natale o si faceva sempre?
Natale e Carnevale era il dolce, non avendo altre materie, pasticceria,
Non c'era crema, non c'era panna.
C'era poco, panna assolutamente niente.
Panna non c'era.
Niente.
Panna non c'era.
Cominciamo a preparare, a fare a pezzetti i fichi, le noci, le mandorle.
And I want to point out how Zia Maria, like every grandmother in Italy, they don't use a cutting board, they don't use the chef knife. Look how she's cutting the figs. Zia, ma non te la spagno ti tagli?
No.
No, she doesn't cut herself. Ma zia, perdonami, noi sappiamo quante quantità stiamo usando o no?
Più o meno no.
Più o meno no,
Non si fa mai perché pure che c'è un po' di frutta in più,
va bene.
va bene lo stesso.
Quello che metti trovi.
Sì.
Ma tu si fanno di Gordon Ramsay?
Lo sa? E che è? Scusa.
No, che non c'è Gordon Ramsay, zia.
No.
Quindi zia, abbiamo tagliato i fichi e si tagliano pure le noci.
Adesso si tagliano, si fanno a pezzetti più piccoli. Se una si scoccia a fare a pezzetti tutte le noci e cose, non è che non viene bene.
Però viene meglio.
Bene. E viene meglio perché se no ti capita un pezzo solo con noce, non si amalgama abbastanza.
E adesso stiamo spezzettando le mandorle.
Le mandorle.
Qui c'era l'uva passa con un po' di miele di fichi per ammorbidire l'uva passa.
Se si ammorbidisce di sera è preferibile.
Poi abbiamo messo i pinoli.
Pinoli. È preferibile. Va bene, scusate.
Va bene?
No, mettili tutti, non sui italiani. Sai la differenza tra i pinoli italiani e non italiani? Adesso mettiamo frutta candita.
Questo è cedro candito, arancia candita. So we mix all the nuts together.
Basta.
Basta?
Sì, dobbiamo mettere ancora un po' di noce perché mi sembrano pochi.
So we set up to make the dough. Ce la fai?
Sì.
Pasti tu, zio, ma un pasto io. Pasti tu?
Pasto io.
Questa è 00?
0 mi pare. Sì, questa sarà 0. Questa semola rimacinata. Un po' così, ad occhio.
Seems like about half and half.
Metà e metà, zia, più o meno.
Sì. Aroma chiodi di garofano. Cannella. Versiamo tutta la frutta secca. Ci vuole ancora farina.
More farina, more semolina flour. Come capisci che ce ne vuole più?
Si vede che c'è troppa frutta.
Ok.
In base alla frutta si va
She
la
said that
farina.
you can see because there are too many dry fruit, too many nuts, so we need more flour.
Dolce una volta si faceva senza bilancia, ad occhio.
Così va bene?
Sì. Mettiamo un po', adesso incominciamo a mettere il miele.
Questo con zia Maria è...
Una volta non si metteva per facilitare più friabilità e più cosa. Adesso che c'è mettiamo una bustina di lievito.
We use that one that is, it has the flavor of vanilla, but in America you can use a normal baking powder. Un poco di acqua?
Sì, poca acqua.
Poco quanta?
Metti. Basta. Iniziamo ad impastare. Mettiamo farina, un po' di farina zero.
Now we switch to zero. Zia, perché zero?
Per bilanciare con l'altra.
Ok?
Mettine poco. Che si fa sempre ad occhio. Mischialo con un po' di farina che è preferibile in una ciotola, in una ciotolina. Basta. Cacao.
Aggiungiamo un pochino di cacao. Tutto, zia?
Tutto.
So it seems like it's kind of a process of adding a little bit more fig syrup, a little bit more flour until you arrive
You
at...
have this bowl that then you can cook. Posso?
Sì, anzi devi.
Devo, I must, I have
Per
to.
vedere aroma, se va bene l'aroma o meno.
Io metterei un altro poco di cannella.
Questo sì.
Forse un po' di garofano. Sì.
Ecco, perché si fa tutto ad occhio e assaggiando.
Però è buono, zia.
E lo sai che è buono.
Allora, questa, zia, è la consistenza che si deve raggiungere.
Sì. Adesso lo dobbiamo mettere in teglia e mettere in forno. Ma questo così lo fermiamo.
Ah, quindi non si fa, zia, una palla. Quindi si prende e si schiaccia nella teglia.
Sì.
Allora adesso bisogna metterlo nel forno.
Sì.
Ok.
Temperatura non troppo alta, tipo 170.
170, 30, 35
sì.
minuti, poi controlliamo.
Sì. 40, dipende dal forno.
Dipende
I forni
dal forno.
sono uno diverso dall'altro.
Quindi dipende, non c'è un minuto esatto.
Unfortunately, Zia Maria had to leave before this even had a chance to cool down. She's a very busy lady. She has a lot to do.
So here, Harper, as Zia Maria said, we have what we call here in the south.
Schiavuniscu. In dialetto da Saese.
This belongs to a big tradition here in Italy of bread or dessert made with a bunch of dried fruit, nuts, and a little bit of flour. So, Harper.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was a grab it by the hands kind of thing.
So, yeah.
All right, buon appetito.
It's tremendously good.
Okay, the cookies we had were like good biscotti type cookies. The bread is absolutely delicious, but it's very much a kind of lighter, you know, semi-sweet bread. This one is like, it's like a rich dessert that just happens to not have sugar in it.
Because it's sweet though.
And like chocolatey and oh yeah.
It's a very decadent dessert. It's just made, the sweet is given by the honey figs.
I can see why she hid this recipe from you for so long.
See, this is something that she always talk about this, but never made for the family. Finally, today she shared with me, with you, but also with our friends. Zia, grazie!
Di che?
Guys, if you will do one of these desserts, please tag us so we can show to Zia Maria what you did.
Before we go, a quick shout out to a pasta grammarian who made strufoli, one of our favorite Christmas desserts that, actually come to think of it, is sweetened mostly with honey. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Ciao!
A big thank you to Catalina Crunch for sponsoring today's video. Once again, visit the link down below and use promo code PASTAGRAMMAR. You'll get 15% off plus free shipping. You'll actually get an even bigger discount if you subscribe. We recommend checking out the variety pack, which has their 4 most popular flavors. But if you already know your favorite, you can order 4 of those.
Prima della guerra.
Prima della seconda.
Ma chissà quanti anni aveva sopra?